that he's mad. He cannot join me. He cannot join me. He's a madman. He appoints judges. Buhari has been appointing judges in this country. He should stop integrating judges. That is rubbish. People can have it, I will not have it. I won't have it. I will not have it. Buhari can intimidate judges, not me. Get me nonsense. They are killing my people. Okay. After killing my people, you tell me to tell the secret. The person is mad. Completely mad. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret trial. Rubbish.
In the heart of southeastern Nigeria, a new chapter is unfolding in the long and complex struggle for Biafran independence. At the forefront of this movement is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a Nigerian British political activist known for advocating for the secession and independence of Biafra from Nigeria. He is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, which he founded in 2012. And Ekpa Simon Nyoku, generally known as Simon Ekpa, is a Finnish politician and Biafran political activist. He has been the leader of the Biafra Republic government in exile and its military wings, the Biafra Defense Forces and the Biafra Liberation Army, since April 2023, a controversial figure who has taken the helm of the Biafran Liberation Army, or BLA. Ekpa, a Finnish-Nigerian lawyer and politician, presents himself as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. The BLA, under Ekpa's leadership, has emerged as a formidable force, claiming to possess advanced weaponry and a staunch commitment to defending Biafran territory. Ekpa's rhetoric is fiery, often laced with threats against those he deems enemies of Biafra. His pronouncements have drawn both admiration from his supporters and condemnation from critics who accuse him of inciting violence. Ekpa's rise to prominence within the Biafran movement follows the arrest and continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, or IPOB. Kanu, a charismatic figure who reignited the Biafran separatist movement in recent years, was apprehended by Nigerian authorities in 2021. His arrest created a void in the movement, one that Ekpa has swiftly moved to fill. The emergence of Ekpa and the BLA marks a significant turning point in the Biafran struggle. His leadership style, marked by a more confrontational approach, has raised concerns about the potential for increased violence and instability in the region. As Ekpa continues to consolidate his power and rally support for his cause, the world watches with bated breath, wondering what the future holds for Biafra and its people. The current struggle for Biafran independence cannot be understood without acknowledging the deep wounds left by the Biafran War, a brutal conflict that ravaged Nigeria from 1967 to 1970. The war, sparked by ethnic tensions, political marginalization, and economic disparities, resulted in the deaths of millions of people, many of whom perished from starvation due to a crippling blockade imposed on the breakaway republic. The images of emaciated children with distended bellies became a haunting symbol of the war's devastating toll. The conflict left an indelible mark on the collective memory of the Igbo people, the dominant ethnic group in southeastern Nigeria who bore the brunt of the war's horrors. The Biafran War serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict and the enduring legacy of unresolved grievances. The war ended in defeat for Biafra, but the dream of an independent homeland never truly died. The scars of the conflict continue to shape the political landscape in southeastern Nigeria, fueling a deep sense of marginalization and injustice among many Igbos. The memory of the war serves as both a rallying cry for those seeking independence and a cautionary tale about the devastating consequences of unchecked ethnic and political divisions. Understanding the historical context of the Biafran War is crucial for comprehending the complexities of the current situation. The grievances that fueled the conflict remain largely unaddressed, and the wounds of the past continue to fester. Any attempt to resolve the current crisis must acknowledge the historical injustices and seek to heal the deep divisions that continue to plague Nigerian society. The arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra in 2021, sent shockwaves through the Biafran separatist movement. Kanu, a British-Nigerian activist, had re-energized the call for Biafran independence, drawing massive crowds to his rallies and galvanizing a new generation of supporters. His arrest, however, exposed deep fissures within the movement, creating a leadership vacuum that has led to the emergence of competing factions. Simon Ekpa, a Finnish Nigerian lawyer and politician, seized the opportunity presented by Kanu's detention, swiftly positioning himself as the new leader of the struggle. Ekpa, who claims to be the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, has adopted a more confrontational approach than his predecessor, advocating for armed resistance against the Nigerian government. Ekpa's rise has not been without controversy. His critics, including some within the Biafran movement, accuse him of being an opportunist who is exploiting the situation for his own personal gain. They point to his lack of a clear political strategy and his inflammatory rhetoric, which they fear could lead to further violence and instability in the region. The division within the Biafran movement presents a significant challenge to the struggle for independence. A united front is essential for achieving any meaningful progress towards their goals. However, the current fragmentation, fueled by personal ambitions and ideological differences, threatens to derail the movement and undermine its legitimacy. The Biafran Liberation Army, under the command of Simon Ekpa, has emerged as a powerful force in southeastern Nigeria, claiming to be the protectors of the Biafran people and their ancestral lands. The BLA's stated mission is to defend Biafran territory from what they perceive as external threats, including terrorism, banditry, and government oppression. Ekpa has repeatedly emphasized the BLA's commitment to safeguarding the lives and property of all Biafrans, vowing to use all means necessary to repel any aggression against their people. He has portrayed the BLA as a disciplined and well-equipped fighting force, capable of repelling any attack on Biafran soil. The BLA's activities have raised concerns among Nigerian authorities and international observers alike. The group's possession of weapons and its willingness to use force have heightened tensions in the region. The Nigerian government views the BLA as a serious threat to national security and has vowed to crack down on its activities. The BLA's emergence highlights the growing frustration and desperation among some segments of the Biafran population. They feel that their security and well-being are under constant threat and that the Nigerian government is either unwilling or unable to protect them. The BLA's rhetoric, while concerning to many, resonates with those who feel that armed resistance is the only way to secure their freedom and safety. December 2, 2024, looms large in the minds of many Biafrans. It is the date that Simon Ekpa and the Biafra Republic government in exile have unilaterally declared as the day for Biafra's independence from Nigeria. The announcement has sent ripples of anticipation and apprehension throughout the region and beyond, as people grapple with the potential implications of such a bold move. Ekpa has framed the declaration as a culmination of the long and arduous struggle for Biafran self-determination. He has called upon all Biafrans to rally behind the Bargi and support the push for independence. The date has become a focal point for the movement, a tangible target towards which they can direct their energies and aspirations. The Nigerian government, however, has vehemently rejected the declaration, dismissing it as an empty gesture with no legal basis. They have warned that any attempt to undermine the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Nigeria will be met with swift and decisive action. The international community has also expressed concerns about the potential for violence and instability surrounding the planned declaration. They have urged all parties to exercise restraint and engage in dialogue to find a peaceful resolution to the crisis. Central to the Biafran independence movement strategy is the pursuit of international recognition. Simon Ekpa and the BRGIE understand that for Biafra to have any chance of success, they need the support of the international community. They have been actively engaging in diplomatic efforts to garner recognition for Biafra as a sovereign and independent nation. Ekpa has traveled to various countries, meeting with government officials, diplomats, and international organizations, making the case for Biafran self-determination. He has highlighted the historical injustices faced by the Igbo people, the alleged marginalization and discrimination they continue to endure within Nigeria, and the Nigerian government's failure to address their grievances. The BRGE has also been leveraging social media and other online platforms to raise awareness about the Biafran cause and garner international sympathy. They have been successful in mobilizing a global network of supporters who advocate on their behalf. However, the path to international recognition is fraught with challenges. The principle of territorial integrity, enshrined in international law, poses a significant obstacle to Biafra's aspirations. Most countries are reluctant to recognize the secession of a region from an existing state, fearing that it could set a dangerous precedent and lead to further instability in the international system. Despite the uphill battle, the BRGE remains undeterred in its quest for international legitimacy. They believe that by highlighting the plight of the Biafran people and exposing the Nigerian government's alleged human rights abuses, they can sway international opinion in their favor. The BRGIE sees international recognition as a key factor in their struggle for self-determination.
We are going to cut their wings, we are going to cut their leg, and then after that, cut their tail, and then after that, Ayebupu Haishi, and Biafra will come. The killers in Biafra land will all be eliminated by Biafra forces. The day Biafra will be declared, you will not hear one gunshot. I want to inform Biafrans today, the freedom of Biafra is being fought in 3 different dimensions. We are fighting this Biafra struggle and liberation through diplomatic means. We are fighting the Biafra liberation through political means. We are fighting the Biafra liberation through arms struggle. The political approach is that we are having what we call Biafra self-referendum. Self-referendum is going to be conducted when we have delegitimized the terrorist in security uniform in Biafra land to a certain degree. After the self-referendum, we go into the diplomatic part, which we are already going, it is already happening. And as that is going on, we are going to defend our referendum with the barrels of the gun. Then after that, we declare Biafra. And let me tell you, when Biafra will be declared, I will be the one to call that shot.